Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Greedfall. It's the latest game by Spiders, the people who made Mars, Warlogs, Bound by Flame, Technomancer, and then this. And it's one of those studios that really wants to be BioWare, and maybe someday they'll actually take up the mantle. We'll see. I'm gonna turn down the music just a smidge.
Yeah, Wander and I, one of the first series that we ever covered on the channel was Bound by Flame. Except you didn't put the rest of it up.
It did so bad when I was starting my channel that I was like, it's not worth it. Anyway, so we're gonna see how this goes, because...
Oh yeah, all that we've seen from the trailers is that it looks like Revolutionary War era colonists.
Yeah, colonialism, but on a fantasy island, which would be kind of fun.
Fantasy island with large
we'll see how that goes.
creatures.
You don't need to summarize it before we get in, because we can just get in right now.
I know. It's just that it's interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out. So what were the difficulties? What was normal versus easy versus hard and very hard?
I don't know. Yeah, I can change it freely.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Oh, he has a mark on his... Look at that.
Nah, that's just some rad mutton chops.
No, he's definitely...
Lady chop.
Or she is definitely afflicted by something.
Okay.
Some of the faces don't look like they fit on the model.
Yeah, maybe that one? I don't know.
Oh, so those are the different faces?
Yeah.
It's interesting. That one, there was a huge shift in the ears. I would like a hairstyle that isn't too obtrusive and won't go flying everywhere. That always seems fake to me.
This?
If you look around the side.
Yeah.
No, the other side. With the feathering.
Oh.
See how it layers and you can see
Yeah.
the skull through it? Aw, he looks so sad now. Wait. Just hide the fact that you even have it.
Yep, blends right in.
Well, what are the other... Nah, I don't want to look like a conquistador.
Why not? We are a conquistador.
No. The mustaches freak me out. Keep going. Wait. Eyebrows? What happened to your eyebrows?
They got fuzzy.
Oh, it looks so sad.
I like that.
Wander, why is it that you seek to make the hairiest human beings?
Because it hides the uncanny valley.
Now you're just gonna look like Gerald. Why don't you just make Gerald at this point?
Gerry of the Riverlands.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Gerry. Well, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Uh-huh.
But this is the bad knockoff, so we've got Gerry of the Riverlands.
Gerry? Oh no. Well, what are the hairs? Oh yeah,
There we go. We've got Gerry.
Okay, what about the eye color?
Geralt's
gold.
eye color is gold. Yeah, so there we go. We've got Gerry.
Because I know that you always like having white hair in games, don't you?
Okay. Let's see. So we can be warrior for melee. Let's see. So heavy weapons, blades, firearms.
Aw, but you can always play that in games. Technical or magic is my vote. Let's look at technical.
So traps, firearms, and blades. Divine magic ring, stasis, and one-handed heavy weapons. Yeah, sure.
Magic.
I mean,
Because technical just seemed like a ranger, didn't it? Can we look at technical again? Elemental traps, firearms, and one-handed blades. Okay. So, and then...
Oh, hi. So we get 1 point that I can put in here. So we should
Oh,
probably
wait.
look
Can we
at
go
these
back to
things.
magic? What are we deciding upon? What was
I went
magic
with
again?
magic.
Okay.
Remember, Gerry of Rivia is like a bit of a swords mage. He does swordsmanship, but he also has like a little bit of magic. Technology scares him though. Okay, so Fury Gen, magical damage, magic points, effect duration, accuracy, firearms, and alchemical preparations.
So even as a magic user, you'll likely be able to use other weapons. Which is nice. I always like being, say, a magic knight or something. I like it when you mix magic with melee.
So do these just do nothing other than increase your magic points? I
don't know. Okay, so agility. So are these basic stats available with any class?
Yeah, so this is one of those where you can mix and match freely.
The problem is it's hard to gauge what you'll be lacking when you start.
Mm-hmm. Well, when in doubt, endurance isn't a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, it has life points and balance. I wonder when balance will come into play.
Not sure. Oh, here we go. So you also get social stats. So we got charisma, vigor, maximum ammo capacity, and lets you slightly recover HP and magic outside of combat. Craft weapons and armor. Gathering sites become easier to see. Lockpicking. Make simple potions. Destroy weak walls with the help of explosive vials. Let's see. Chance of success on dialogue choices.
Ooh. Persuasion's always good.
Yeah. Charisma it is.
Because in a game where it's the thin line between being able to...
Yeah, depending on how much...
negotiate with a villain or to... You know what I mean?
It varies on the game, but it's
Just
usually a good idea.
A few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Whoa!
Boom.
Thunder.
Lightning. You wanna... Should we turn off the lights for this, actually?
I mean, having the one light on is fine.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't blow. Also, that cutscene was a little awkward. Don't you notice? We should have checked the clipping through the ears.
Nah.
Your own hair is clipping through your ears. At the very top.
Gerry of the Riverlands clips as much as he wants, because that's just how he rolls.
And he does have a very youthful voice, doesn't he?
He does. Where is cousin? Should have paid more attention.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Uh-oh. Was that... Were you using it to... Was that an overcharge? Or is that a different type of magical ability that you have coursing around your hands right now? Can you use them to make shields?
Yep.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, tactical pause will pause the game, allows you to choose your next action at your leisure. Be able to access spell skills and potions. Let's see. Use bind.
I'm pretty sure if you did that in the midst of combat, Kurt would call you out on it. So from what I've gathered, you're part of the nobility. You're having a portrait taken of you, and this guy specifically called you what, dainties? Are the dainties the nobles? You're just laughing because you're just back strafing and firing on him.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
It's interesting. They seem to be lip synced, but just slightly off. Yeah.
Well, the studio is French, so there is that.
But I think I was seeing the proper vowels being used. It might be one of those things where the lips are matched. Well,
oh, they just kind of have a vague animation for like each vowel set.
Yeah.
And it kind of works.
Something like that. I've seen it done in games.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it's fully mocapped. Oh well, I'll live.
Okay.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Yeah, so they just have a stock set of animations, and they just choose kind of the most approximate one based on the sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay system. It's cheaper than full, like, lip sync, but it looks worse. But, like...
And it's not as blah, 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 blah as, say,
some other games, yeah.
Anime and other... Yeah.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Oh, so it's an affliction that's affecting numerous people.
Yeah, potentially even the main character.
But his might only have just started. Whereas it seems to have ravaged her whole body.
Yep.
And they think the cure might be on the island. So...
Well, it's an island of miracles, I guess. Geralt, is that you? How dare you? We are Gerry of the Riverlands. Original character, don't steal.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Okay. Add to team. Kurt. What's up?
I just need to adjust my mic.
Ah. How dare you. Our relationship level is suspicious. Oh, we have a suspicious friend. Now, is our relationship itself suspicious? Is he suspicious of me, or do we have a suspicious love? Well, negotiate with the vendor. Coin
Where
guard
would you like
merchant.
to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Yeah, so... There's so much rubble and debris. I suppose they could have had such a death toll on the populace that things have broken down to an extent. And is that blood?
Well, this is a book. It is
There's a bunch of dead rats. Or are they live rats that are picking
No, they
it?
were very dead.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they have people quarantined off due to the affliction.
Maybe.
Does it resemble like a leprosy to you? Then again, I've never seen leprosy in the flesh, per se. But you hear about it often in historical works.
Okay, so we got 2 side quests and then a main quest. I'm gonna just go fast. I don't know if there's much of a reason to interact with the environment. It doesn't look like most of this stuff is lootable. Or interactable. Yeah, it's just like candles and stuff.
Yeah, there's also the Black Plague. It did create these marks on their bodies. Prince's Place?
That looks to be a funeral pyre
that's a
for quite
pyre.
a lot of people. So yeah, It sounds like everybody's got this plague. And it's not going so hot for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tearfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Ask about... Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The congregation, huh?
Huh. People are talking about how flat the faces are. I agree. I wish the faces were like fully mocapped, but like at the same time, that gets really expensive really fast if you have a huge cast, and only certain games can really afford that, and certain studios. The voice actors so far have been pretty good. I wish our main character sounded a bit older, but that's fine.
Well, you remember, he's supposed to be a young new diplomat.
No, it's true.
Leaving the nest for the first time. Off with his cousin. What?
I just wish we sounded a little bit more Geralt, a little bit less Gerry.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tearfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island, an enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The
Oh.
vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tierfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Sounds like her name is Lord Decide.
Desarde. Of
Desarde.
the sardines.
I am of the sardines. Geralt, a tiny sticky fish. Gerry of the stank fish.
Sardines aren't that stinky.
They are very stinky comparatively. Mainly how they're stored.
Oh, in cans?
Yeah. Ugh.
My father used to get them quite often.
Why?
Crunchy bones.
Why? Hello, can I have your coat?
Cardinal. So is this one of the
Good day,
congregation?
Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tierfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Was that all you could discuss with him?
Yep. I might have been able to talk to him. To some degree, I don't want to spend forever learning about lore that we're going to learn about as we go along anyway.
Well, they've both given you a substantial number of quests.
We can come back and talk to him. Like, I'll ask him information once we've done stuff, maybe. Let's see, negotiate with the vendor, find the charlatan. I like to mix lore with gameplay, because if you spend too much time doing one,
Oh, what was that drawn on the wall? To the right. Or, no, it's just a metal spoke of
yeah,
metal
I've
art.
seen that a couple of times.
You won't believe your eyes.
This... Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man. No doubt.
Saving before the
His
encounter.
speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
You could talk to the people surrounding him, too.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Yep, I sure can.
Okay.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Ah.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Maybe only temporarily, though.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Force him to drink it. How?
Where the heck is his cart?
Off to the side, I think. On the other side? Not over here.
To my help, and death to the others!
What?
What? Who did you incur the wrath of? Or was it just because you raised your hands?
Aha.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Alchemical
Alchemical
research book.
book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting. Experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some of the recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable.
To my help, and death to the
Oh!
others!
Are these people that are had
You're running out of
been
energy. Drink a potion.
hired by him to protect his stuff? Are these the heretics?
You're running out of energy. Drink
Make a potion.
Some of them are ladies, too. I also noticed that they said that one of the cardinals was a lady as well. Cornelia or Cordelia.
I do have a weapon. Okay.
So I find that nice that there are women in positions of power, too. Okay, more notes. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. Want to read it? It's probably a guy.
Luis, the weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs, specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. Old fool must not want us to accidentally break his files or something, so leave him in his filth. Customer's always right.
Ah, a chest.
Gold coins, magic potion, a chemical mix of magic damage, ammo, and gloves. Okay, so did we actually check his cart? Yeah, unmask the charlatan.
I think at this point you've acquired some of his stuff.
Yep. Well, the combat system feels slightly better than it than the previous games. Admittedly, I'm mostly just kiting and shooting, which is kind of amusing, but still. Hello.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
The cuts in this game are kind of weird.
The cuts, as in him
Well, he
just
like
fleeing,
warped
he
out of existence.
disappeared. Whoop. Well, they didn't want to animate him running.
Yeah, it feels cheap to me. Sweet. I just stole 7 gold from that random man.
Oh. But you're supposed to be a noble. You...
Look. Finders keepers.
Plenty of gold coins. Just laying about. That was probably someone's tip.
Yep.
You just took it off a table.
Hey, look. They earned a good service from me.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Ask about...
Ah, I want to know about the Malachor.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the New Isle.
They keep calling it the New Isle, and also...
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Yeah?
Didn't you notice that he said something along the lines of the alchemists said that you just couldn't catch the Malachor? Does that mean it has to be ingested? Does it have to be from a bite or some kind of transmission that's manual? Were those all the questions that you could ask of him?
I could ask him about more lore stuff, but...
I do want to know more lore.
I mean, we're gonna learn so much just by existing. There's no sense in, like... lockpicking level 1.
Yes, but you should also inquire about the alchemist's door. Like, which room he's staying in.
Oh, we know where he is. He's upstairs.
Yes, but... Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect your desire to talk to everybody, but also, like... We don't have to. We can just randomly look around. I should have gotten lockpicking.
Ah, you don't have it?
Yeah, there's so much to lockpick. The camera controls in this are kind of bad.
Uh-huh. Well, you've cornered him.
I have. First I rob him.
Letter from an alchemist from Al-Saad. Dear Arif, I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you were hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the Academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules did not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments, and there is nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. I sincerely hope that you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace. Your friend.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Saad.
Ask about his career, yeah.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
So this is interesting. So Sahin and the other alchemists were torturing people in order to try to find a cure for the Malachor. This guy opposed them.
Well, that's the
and was
story he's
forced out.
telling.
That's the one that he's telling, yes, but doesn't the letter also confirm it?
What did the letter say again? I thought it was...
The letter said, you know, I hope that you are able to find a new place to flee, my friend. The people at the academy, their methods were most deplorable.
Oh.
What they did to those poor people. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, the interesting thing is...
No, you're right. We also did have the formulas. You know, the small alchemy book.
Right. And the thing too is, he's creating these potions to help create a resistance, but I want to know more about like the violent reactions. At the same time, he could have been upfront about, you know, only take so much a day and it will help stave off the Malachor, but it's not. He was pitching it as a cure-all for everything, but the Malachor. And I want to know, what about it creates a violent reaction in him? At the same time, if you arrest him, the Academy is going to cover up their crimes and stifle any potential research he might be able to make. Like, I would let him go under the stipulation that he makes legitimate potions.
Well, presumably he is making legitimate potions.
Yes, but he's passing it off as something else. I don't know.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Yeah, the camera just has kind of like a hard swing to it.
I don't want you to antagonize Saheen either, but...
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
I don't have the key.
I thought you just had the storeroom key.
I have the storeroom key.
The key to the tavern.
Well, there you go.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Do you also have to talk with the crowd outside, or just see him out?
No, that's an option. We can negotiate, or we could find another way out. Negotiating might have cost me money, might have been harder, might have involved violence.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into
You
any
didn't negotiate with the
complications.
mob yet.
We didn't need to.
Well, you might have to. Because who knows if you'll be able to get to the cart without everyone taking notice and mobbing you.
Maybe. Don't mind me. I was sneaking past the note.
Oh, it's funny. They went into sneak mode as well. Abandoned letter. Oh.
Albert, I hope you'll be given this letter when you finally return from Al-Sad, provided there is somebody still alive here to give it to you. I barely see anymore, and it's difficult to write. I'm sorry, my child. I can't leave you much. The looters are sure to have wrecked our beautiful bookstore by now. They might not have found the chest I hid in our house. Take care of yourself, my son. And if the money enables you to flee this magic island, which is said to be if the money enables you to flee to this magic island, which is said to be completely free of evil, your loving father.
Well, great. These people will likely bring evil with them to said island. Plague Doctor.
Okay, so you found the servant's exit.
But there's a gate back there, I think.
So I can't open this.
The gate?
This?
To the right?
No. Here?
Oh,
Oh.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
To my help! And
Oh,
death to the
no.
others!
Did they kill him? No, he just got knocked back.
Come on, let's see what you've got. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
I'm just spanking that man with a hammer.
You're gonna create a sizable body count at this rate, and it's not.
It's okay.
Not
They
good in
attacked
the
me
slightest.
first. Self-defense. Let's see. Map.
You have to
We
get
might be able to go
all
this way. What?
I think you were supposed to do both. Negotiate with the crowd
Nah.
and bring the guy outside.
I think it wouldn't have mattered.
But yeah, there's so many people suffering in these back alleys. So many dead.
There's just dead people left and right too.
More angry customers. I should have stayed in the tavern. I was safe. To my health. And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Better watch out if the guy is killing the alchemist. Wonder? You're getting way too
The
far away.
alchemist has like a sword.
Yes, I just don't know how much health he has unless he's
He doesn't
invincible.
have an HP bar.
Because Kurt has an HP bar, yeah.
That he does. But he's the only one with the HP bar. Lumberjack's outfit. Heck yeah.
If it gives you a stat boost. I think you also got gloves.
Never mind.
Doublet of good fortune.
I get to look fancy. Wonder if this is pre-order stuff. It seems like it. Back. Nothing from my back. Nope. This seems like a lot of pre-order business.
Look at you all plumed. So you have party members. I suppose in the previous games you could have 2 party members, right? With you at once?
Oh, I require a skill to use the alchemist rapier. Oh my god, that's obscenely powerful.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I need one-handed blade skill.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess I'm gonna have to learn from somebody? I'm not entirely sure how I get...
Unless it's because you didn't choose the warrior class. You don't have
I'm gonna be a little bit upset if I can't pick that. Oh, here we go.
Oh, so it's a trinary tree.
Yeah. So I can get one-handed blades, but I need 2 points.
Why did you have training in maces of all things?
One-handed heavy weapons, it came with the mage.
It came with the mage?
Yeah, I wish there was a custom class, because I would have done blades and other stuff. Okay, well, I look fancier. Onwards! We will battle the infinite cart. Nope. Not that. Or, where is this? Oh, it's one more block over.
Hmm.
Was
Was that a fashion shop?
Maybe?
Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything to your like?
Buy. I see. So you can buy an axe. Oil. So this guy has kind of everything.
Look at all these hats.
We get to look downright foolish. But back. Sailor's cape. Well.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Might as well buy a cape. I didn't have one until now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's your shop.
Yeah, but we gotta get him to the cart. See, do they have a better hammer? Maybe, probably.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. and stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
What did you get? Just gold? Or...
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you're going right to the ambassador? Oh no!
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Let's cover the escape of the alchemist. Confronting him might work, but it would hurt our reputation.
Probably.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Good, you got to be level 2. And you didn't lose your reputation with him, but I wonder if we'll ever confront him later.
Possibly.